Hello, welcome to another edition of Ali versus Social Anxiety. This is the the third episode I've recorded, and just to give you guys an update on where I am. Firstly, I apologise. I'm not looking my best at the moment. I've just literally got in from an hour's run, so I am completely just destroyed. But I thought, whilst I've got the endorphin rush and I'm feeling quite good, I thought I would record this video and just give you guys an update on like how things are going, and basically just try and help you guys get a more positive state of mind about things, because I know living with SA is very hard. There's days where you just feel like, what's the point in this anymore, and there's days where you just find the simplest of tasks really hard and daunting. So just to give you an update, I was basically put on medication, I think it's like 13 days ago. I'm taking sertraline, is that how you say it? Well, it's called Lustral. Some of the side effects I've had at the start, it kind of like increases your anxiety, when I started first taking it, I was like, Jesus Christ, this shit is making me worse, I'm like, all jittery and stuff, and I'm thinking, whoa. Apart from that, the other side effects I've noticed, it's kind of embarrassing, but you get like sexual dysfunction. In other words, it like when you're having me time, happy time, it takes ages, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, and it can be quite frustrating because you have to really concentrate. Anyway, moving on, that's enough of that. Other side effects, my sleep has been okay, but yeah, I've been on it like 13 days now. So initially I had like my anxieties really bad on it, but as the days have gone on, it's slowly got better. I had a crap day yesterday. I just felt really flat, but I think it's because I didn't sleep well the night before and I was just like really tired. Today has been okay. I've had a few moments of anxiety, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it because it's still early days, and you have to give the medicine a good chance to work, and I've still got a few things which I am looking at, which I will discuss now, which I hope to continue to fight this. Okay, so what I did was I ordered myself a couple of books. The first book I ordered was don't know if you can see that, Overcoming Social Anxiety and Shyness. I've started reading it. I'm on chapter 6, and it's really quite good because it like explains like the causes of social anxiety, and how your mind keeps you trapped in kind of like a vicious cycle of negative thinking. Because basically what happens when you suffer from anxiety, when the anxiety happens, you become so self-absorbed in yourself that as soon as the anxiety hits, you don't become aware of what's actually happening in reality. You just like, you kind of like go in yourself and you focus on like, oh my god, I'm getting nervous, I'm blushing, I'm just gonna keep looking around and all this stuff, and you don't, and you just start, it's like a cycle. The anxiety, then you begin to like become aware of, you're becoming embarrassed, so it continues on. Then you've got the negative thinking, and throughout, like when you have a bad anxiety moment, you also develop what's known as it's called safety behaviors. So basically what a safety behavior is, for example, excuse me, is like if you have a fear of like going into supermarkets or shops or busy places, now your safety behavior would be to never go in that place because it like gives you anxiety. So you think to yourself, I'm okay, I survived that because I'm safe. This is a no-no. Safety behaviours are bad, and they're part of the reason why the cycle continues. You need to break it, basically. And it's hard, you have to take baby steps, And instead of like having moments where you do become like anxious and you like kind of like overanalyze yourself afterwards and you think, I didn't really handle that too well, or I could have done this better, I could have engaged better, instead of like wasting energy and time beating yourself up, turn it on the head and be positive about it. Start going, hey, I did really well there, I managed to talk to this person, or hey, I did really well, you know, I went out about ventured outside into the big wide world by myself, you know, I'd done, you know, no, surely that deserves a pat on the back, you've done well, people, you know. Okay, so the second book I ordered was Overcoming Low Self-Esteem, because what a lot of people do not realise is low self-esteem, I think, contributes to the whole having the anxiety. After all, if you don't value yourself and you don't learn to like yourself, who's going to like you, kind of thing, and you're just going to give out this like negative vibe. You're like always going to fear situations, and you're not going to be confident with yourself. This book primarily focuses on cognitive behavioural therapy, which I read the reviews online, and it's supposed to be really good. So I will be like working my way through it and doing like the exercises, because you have to do like a lot of homework and stuff, so it sounds pretty cool. So that's on my list to read. Okay, so I basically also will be attending a social anxiety group this Thursday. The first one's this Thursday. I was a little nervous about attending it, but now, you know, that was irrational thinking. Now if I sit back and analyse the situation, you know, I realise, you know, it's going to do me the world of good, because everyone in that room has the same as me, you know. Why fear the situation, and why waste the energy and time fearing about a situation, you know. Some of the other things I've achieved recently was I went to like the big shop by myself because I had to get some new trousers. It didn't go too well initially. I walked in the doors and I kind of like, the anxiety hit me, you know, and instead of like going stop, you know, it's okay, I just was like, oh, safety mechanism, I've got to get out of here. So I ended up walking out the shop, you know. So I sat outside for about 10 minutes. And I was like, basically, come on, Ali, get a grip, dude, you can do this, you know. I was like analysing people walking in. I was like, at the end of the day, these people really don't give a shit about me, you know. I'm just like a guy going in there shopping, you know. Who knows, they're looking at me because I'm good looking, you know. Not to be like big-headed, but that was just a thought I was having, and that kind of like spurred me on, you know. I was just like, yeah, come on, it's a shop, what are you afraid of? Get your ass in there, do what you wanted to accomplish, and get it done. So I was just like, yeah. I went in the second time and I just kind of got on with it. Just went, okay, trousers, okay, what do I need to do next? Trousers, I need to go try them on. So I spoke to the woman and was like, hi, is it possible to try these on? Yeah, sure, you know. In there, tried them on, and I was out. And yeah, it felt really good, you know. I was like, yeah, I can do it. So I also took my son to the zoo on the weekend, which was really good. I wore shades of like glasses on a day, like shades, sunglasses, because I find it does help with the anxiety. It like blocks out people, you know, when we think like people are looking at us and stuff. It kind of takes away the edge off that, and the whole day was very enjoyable. I had one moment, I think, of really bad anxiety where I could feel myself going, and that was when I had to walk in the cafeteria to like order some food. I was a bit on edge in there, but at the end of the day, I you know, I struggled through it and I did it. So it's not the end of the world, you know. If I look at the positives of the situation, you know, despite it being hard, I actually did it. So, you know, the plan is to basically just keep thinking positive. When you feel anxious, tell yourself, just when you can feel the anxiety, just go stop. You know, stop. Don't resort to your safety behaviours either. You've got to beat that cycle and just try and stay positive, you know, because you guys are all unique, you know, and you all have something to offer this world. There is nothing, like, in a sense, that is odd or weird about yourselves, you know. You just got to have the self-belief, you know. Self-belief and drive is in all of us, you know. It's there, but it can be hard, you know. It can be hard because you do get people in life who, like, they don't really understand what it's like to have, like, constant anxiety, and they just assume, oh, you've got anxiety, you know, come on, get a grip, snap out of it, you know. Yeah, easier said than done. Put yourself in my shoes, you know, when you wake up sometimes with constant fear of going outside, fear of walking down the street, and you've just got to reach the conclusion that, you know, the stuff out there is not going to hurt you. You know, you just got to take small steps, stay positive, and don't give up. Don't give up on life. I don't want to be stuck in it for the rest of my life, man. I want to get out and see the world, and that's what I intend to do. So I'm just going to keep beating this, keep fighting it. And for all of those of you who are listening to this, once again, thank you. And if you do want to do like a follow-up video, feel free. And yeah, cheers. Thank you.